My text is St. Matthew chapter 16 verse 18. I will build my church and not even death will ever be able to overcome it. I would like to present four short meditations on the subject of the church. First, let us consider the nature and the characteristics of the Christian church. Secondly, why the number of people going to church is declining in the world today. And thirdly, our duties towards the church. And fourthly, the joy and benefits we receive by going to church. First, then, the Christian church. When we speak of the church, we normally refer either to a building or to a denomination. But when Jesus spoke of the church, he used the word ecclesia. Ecclesia means a gathering of the people of God, or a congregation, or a family. The church is not a social club, but a sacred community of believers called to worship, equipped to serve, and commissioned to proclaim the gospel to a lost and dying world. The church is a supernatural society. It is a divine society. Its title deeds are in heaven. Membership is open to all, but by invitation of God. If you are part of the church, it is not primarily because you have chosen to be in it, but because you have been chosen by God. You have been called. That is the original meaning of the word church, ecclesia. Therefore, note that the church is different from a club or a society. Clubs and societies have quite a different basis from the family. They do not spring from natural affinity or from divine obligation. They are created not by God, but by certain people who share the same opinions and interests. We join a club or society by our own act of choice, and only if our opinions or our interests lead us to do so. Moreover, if our opinions or interests change, we are quite at liberty to give up our membership and whatever obligations we had undertaken. But a family arises out of what is called natural affinity. It is a natural, not an artificial group. A family is set up not by men but by God. You are born into a family. You have no choice in the matter. Your parents, your brothers and sisters, your relations are given to you. You have no opportunity of selecting them either because you agree with them or because you think they are especially nice and charming people. While a club or a society is made up of people who resemble one another, a family is made up of people who are diverse from one another in all sorts of ways. There are diversities of affection, as in the relationship between husband and wife, between parents and children, between brothers and sisters. The father may be wise and stern, the mother tender and sympathetic. One member of the family may be brave and enthusiastic, another thoughtful and diffident. One may be full of humor, another solemn and serious. And all these diversities go to make up the rich completeness of the family. No separation, whether by distance or age or death, can break these bonds. One member may be for the time being in England, another in Australia, and another in India, but they continue to be members of one family. If the members of a family quarrel and cease to be on speaking terms, they are still members of the same family. On the surface, they may be divided, but in the depths, they remain united. A club or society may break if all the members cease to hold its membership, but the church built by God cannot be broken. Satan or all the powers of hell will not conquer it. Matthew Henry said, quote, "When men are projecting the church's ruin, God is preparing for its salvation," unquote. No amount of problems that may arise both within and without can stop the onward march of the church. And hence, in our text, Jesus said, "I will build my church, and not even death will ever be able to overcome it." In our next meditation, we will consider why the number of people going to church is declining in the world today. May God bless you. Amen.